Welcome to this explainer, where today we're jumping into a really cool story about a miracle. But, it's about more than just the miracle itself. We're going to look at this hidden ingredient, a certain way of seeing that actually made the whole thing possible. Okay, so what is this hidden ingredient? Seriously, have you ever wondered what it is that truly unlocks a breakthrough for someone? One of those big life-changing moments. Is it just luck, or is there something else at play, something we can actually learn to look for?
And that brings us right to our first big idea, this unseen ingredient. We're going to dig into how sometimes the thing that makes all the difference, well, you can't really see it with your eyes. It's not about what you're looking at, but how you're looking at it.
Right. It's this move from just, seeing a situation for what it is on the surface to really perceiving the hidden potential deep inside it. And there's this amazing story that comes from a series on miracles that just shows this difference so perfectly. All right, let's get into it. The story is known as the miracle in Lystra. It's a short story, but wow, it packs a punch. It's all about the Apostle Paul and a man who, get this, had never walked a day in his life.
Okay, so just look at how this all plays out. You've got this man, right? He's just sitting there listening. And then there's this moment, a look. What's so wild is that the miracle doesn't kick off when Paul tells him to stand up. Nope, it actually starts a second before that with this really specific moment of perception.
So that's the real turning point right there. It's that moment of seeing. Before a single word was spoken to the man, before any action happened, there was this spiritual observation. And that was the key that unlocked the entire thing. Which, of course, brings us to the big question. What does it even mean to perceive faith? Like, what did Paul actually see? Because it was definitely something more than what you or I would see with our regular old eyesight. Well, the way it's described here is as a spiritual ability. Think of it like being able to see past all the outward stuff, the physical problem, and see what's really going on in a person's heart. It's about spotting this active belief that's already there, just kind of waiting for a spark. And this really breaks it down perfectly. Regular, everyday sight, it just sees the problem. It sees the crippled man, the guy who's never walked. But this spiritual perception, it sees the potential. It sees a man who has the faith to be healed. Right now, in that moment, it's already there. Okay, so this is a really cool idea, right? But what do we do with it? How does this actually apply to us? Well, the source material we're looking at has some pretty clear thoughts on how we can make this personal. And it really boils down to two things. First, it's about us. It's about asking to be able to see people this way. And second, it's about what we do next. It's not about trying to manufacture something new in someone else, but about calling out the good stuff, the faith, that you can now see is already there.
I really want you to catch this second point because it's a game changer. It means our job isn't always to try and build faith in someone from scratch. Sometimes it's just to notice the faith that's already there and give it a voice. It's like we're just pointing out a potential that's been there all along.
So, when you put it all together, it kind of leaves us with a challenge, doesn't it? It's really an invitation for all of us to start seeing the people in our lives in a new way, to really try and look past what's on the surface. And that's the thought I want to leave you with. Just think about it. Who is in your life right now that has a faith you just haven't seen yet? What kind of potential, what quiet little miracle in waiting might you be able to see in someone if you just started to look differently?